The mid-coast bands were to be valued to the locals who saw the gigs, with the atmosphere, the bands together with the crowd created, together with the surrounding surf and skate culture, to be a valued moment in their life, and the memories they all have inside and treasure, and even still today. When reunion gigs happen, you can still see that wave holding up perfect and ride it while they are playing. Then when the wave goes down, we wait for it to rise again. The mid-coast was a coastal line with suburbs along the side. It stretched as far as Portland south to Moana south. The surroundings area were Porty's, Christie's crew, the Sully's crew, or Dinga crew. When all these crew got together and formed punk bands and all started to play in one venue, this was to unite all the suburbs as one, and the hundreds of shows that these bands were to go on playing led to putting not only Adelaide bands on the map, but also south of Adelaide, the mid-coast. The mid-coast was the start of the bands south of Adelaide, with the first two bands, the Shedheads and the Bearded Clams. These were the influence bands from these areas and the start of the mid-coast band scene as we know it today. The other local mid-coast bands were Waste of Space, Hobson's Choice, Mad Hatter, Thumbs of Conformity, Seeds, The Should, Doomsday Hour, Shredder, Psycho Green, Sativa Witch, and Freebirder. The main band to stand out amongst all of them was the Bearded Clams. Bearded Clams changed lineups over the years, with the remaining original member to be Darren Keyser in the end. The original lineup was short-lived due to the losing their bass guitarist Lefty. He was also quickly replaced by Brett. Due to the overpopularity of the band, bigger venues were being used and the barbecue and backyard gig was not a must for the Bearded Clams no longer. With the new lineup of Darren Keyser, Beads, Rowan, Brett, they had great success playing Adelaide and the southern venues, with local and international bands backing them up and playing with them. After their drummer Beads decided to no longer play anymore, he was replaced by Wally. The band once again were back in the ball game within weeks with the third lineup. They went on to be very successful, packed out crowds and punters singing to the words along with the band. After Rowan deciding to call it a day, he was replaced for the last lineup change by Scott Maxwell. And Scott Maxwell brought great sound to the band and a new change. Then in the late 90s, the band hung up their boots and called it a day. They gave over 15 years of great meaningful music to their fans, and especially the local ones, who knew the lyrics for word to word. It wasn't until the first CD that people could hear the band without going to the shows. The Bearded Clams were legendary for not only the fact of the great music, but also they were in an era that recording a band was very hard and very expensive. It wasn't until they personally recorded their own first tape demo that people could start hearing the band without having to be at the shows. Concerning the slam and mosh pit at these shows, well, I look at it as the way the Nursery Rhymes album cover says, fun hurts. And don't we all like it?